So we got one of our Jamaican sisters that came over to the U.S., but she's not understanding, the issues and seeing like why, sometimes people having all these different issues with the sisters. Let's review it.
So I'm from Jamaica. So the concept of Black women being hated this severely is a new concept to me. So what I want to know is this a universal thing across the world where Black women are just despised, or is it just something that happens in America? Because I cannot understand, like, why are we hated by white women, by other Black women, by Black men?
Okay, so she made this video in response to this. And that's something I want to pay attention to. They say only 0.2% of white men have black spouses. Not only is it not just one, it's really almost 100% of them that don't want a black woman. Now, if you're responding to this because you want Zaddy and Zaddy don't want you, is that why you're responding to this? Because I had to really look at that comment, closely before I say anything, right? But I'm not saying that's what it is, but I'm just pointing out she made a response to that comment. But you're talking about that you came from Jamaica, which is a predominantly black country, right? You live more so in a homogenous society. Everybody just say they Jamaican, they're not doing everything on color. Then you come over here to the United States and everything is a crayon box. Literally, that's how the country runs. And what I mean by crayon box, I mean calling it white, black, all the different things like that, right? Now you say white women. Let's start off on them. They never been your friends. They never have been your allies. Maybe you have a friend or two on the individual level, but they would never, like black women like that. Just the whole history of how they treated black people in America. I mean, why do you think you would come from Jamaica and all of a sudden they just supposed to like you when they have hundreds and hundreds of years of horrible history with the black people here? I mean, if you look at you, if you don't open your mouth, look at you no different than any other black American woman. I mean, I don't really see any kind of difference in you because there's not a difference other than your culture in the location of where your family was, dropped off at. Correct. But they don't have a good history of liking you at all. Now you mentioned other black women, but let me keep playing. I'm gonna stop some of this.
By white men. Like, what did we do? Like, I'm trying to understand because like I left Jamaica and now I'm in America where I'm just like hated for no reason, just for existing. So can someone who's traveled the world or, knows like the reason behind all of this explain to me why black women are just so despised?
Well, in America, since you can't see in Jamaica, it isn't taught to have anti-black racism. It isn't taught in Jamaica. It's taught here in America. So you left a country where you didn't grow up with that. Everybody mostly look like you. You come here to the land of freaking racism. That's kind of what it is. This country was built on freaking slavery. I know Jamaica was too, but y'all got y'all independence. We still living in the same type system. We may not be in chattel slavery anymore or Jim Crow or whatever, but this is what it is. So you come over here, right? Now, you mentioned people who travel. When we as Americans travel, as black Americans, outside of America, we get respect. The women get respect. The men get respect. Nobody hates us all over the world. That is not true. That's just more so an American lived experience or maybe a Western experience, because anywhere these Europeans that run these countries, you're gonna deal with anti-black racism. Period. Now, some places may be more in your face than others. Some people may keep it a low key, but you're gonna deal with it. That's what I've seen. Really, reality speaking, they can't help themselves when it comes to anti-black racism. So I'll visit certain countries, but I won't stay long. If I'm gonna visit certain places in Europe, I don't really have a desire to be in Europe too much. I mean, of course, I'm gonna go to those countries just so I could get it on film for my travel channel, but it's not a place I'm saying, ooh, I would like to move here. Hell no. Hell no. I'm like, you gonna leave Jamaica and come here and think you're not gonna deal with no issues and problems? Sister, why you thought you was immune? But the issues with black people, let's go to that. You say other black women don't like each other. Yeah, we've seen plenty of that. You say some black men, let's say some black men may take an issue with you. They don't know you to take a full issue with you. I mean, once they get to know you, I mean, how are you as a person? That's just really what it is. And just be honest, the moment you open your mouth, Brothers gonna get curious about you because of that Jamaican accent you have. I hear it very well, and I know how brothers are. They say, "Oh, you Jamaican? Oh, for real? Oh, shoot, that's cool." Like, and so I ask you a bunch of questions about Jamaica, or they may probably want to date you sometime a little faster because of you're different because you Jamaican, you still hold the accent. Because it's one thing to have a person that was born here and got Jamaican parents and don't have the accent no more versus somebody that still got the accent pretty heavy. I just know how brothers are on certain things. And you're a black woman, so most black men are still with black women, period. No matter if they travel to get a black woman, they're still getting black women. So I don't know what circle you around, were you focusing on this, but my life experience, I understand that a lot of people don't like black people, especially black men. I am a black man, but I don't surround myself with people on my daily that don't like me. I mean, of course, if the world don't like me, F them all, and their mama too. But I'm not worrying with that. So that's why you don't see me getting on videos talking about why you can't stand black men. Who cares? Who cares? As black men, we used to it already. We know everybody can't stand us. We know people now, other black men don't like us. We know some black women don't like us. We understand that because they ate up with self-hatred and everything else they ate up with. They want to be little white supremacists, a lot of them in our community. We know that. But I'm just curious, based off the comment you responded to, did you want Zaddy and he didn't want you back? And then now you saying about, oh, why everybody, you trying to mask it as an everybody thing? Because y'all let me know, because this is what the comment says this. They telling her behind about black spouses. But and the reason I said before why Zaddy cannot be with y'all is because y'all would make a Colin Kaepernick. He don't want a Colin Kaepernick. He don't want an Alicia Keys. He wants a little Emily over there. He wants a little Connor that look like him. And black women cannot give him that. Only his white woman can give him that. That's why y'all will never be the full option outside of the freaking racism part of the whole thing. But y'all let me know what y'all think about what this sister talking about. Because like I said, I was curious. I'm not accusing her of it, but I'm just curious if Zaddy is a part of this one based off what she's responding to. But yeah, the way them folks feel about us in the hundreds of years of that versus how we deal with each other, that's two totally different, situations, but you're trying to wrap it all into one.